the #1 long-form writer that helps SEOs outrank competition at the click of a button using real-time research and NLP. Start ranking content today with content@scale.ai.
Wix Studio, one end-to-end web creation platform for your agency to deliver exceptional work with absolute efficiency.
Howdy, partners. Welcome you all, link wranglers, bot whisperers, night crawlers, and all you SEO mavericks. Thank you all for gathering up. Thank you. Enjoying Brighton SEO? Yeah? Hope so. So, let me ask you a question. Where is my thingy? Let me ask you a question. Are you tired of seeing your internal links running wild across your site like broken stallions? I reckon so. I've been right there as the link wrangler. I've stared down the chaos, and I brought it to hill. So, reckon what? I'm gonna let you in on how I wrangle these links into shape. So, gather your spurs, grab your spurs, saddle up, and let's last them into an optimized herd. Then, let's get your website gallop ahead your competition. So, this point now, we're going to let our horses rest. And at this point now, we want to, you might be asking, why are internal links important? Well, in the first place, because internal links makes them bot happy. Yeah, so that's what they were created for, right? And who doesn't love to make bots happy? They roam the web. They come to your site. They crawl your site, follow links, discover links, and send them to Google. Let's get them links so they can send them to Google and pray to Google Almighty for them to be indexed. Internal links also are great for user experience. They help our users. We can guide our users to the more relevant pages where they can discover new products, they can gather more information, and they can stay more time on page. Bounce rate is going to be down, and eventually, well, hopefully, they will convert. So, who doesn't like this sound, huh? Yeah. Internal links help us create a good logical information structure. From the navigation bar to the footer with the breadcrumbs or sidebars, they all help us users to find what they are looking for in our website quickly. And they also help search engines to understand what our site is about. And, sorry. By playing a good internal link strategy, gathering all the content, categorizing content, think about topical authority here. We are telling Google that our site is relevant for users, that is worth indexing and ranking our pages. Which brings me to the next point, relevancy. So internal links help us get more relevancy and more visibility. We can influence internal links with the anchor text. So because anchor texts give additional context to search engines, and by adding these, attaching these keywords to the destination pages, we can improve our rankings, right? Well, at this point, you might be thinking, yeah, I can see in your faces, yeah. Which links do we want? Well, quite easy. We want links that are surrounded by a good semantic field and from pages that gather a lot of good traffic. This sounds quite like a blog, is it? So, yeah, how do we get them? I know you're eager to know how are we going to get those links. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you the Magnificent Three. You might have seen that. I have no lasso, no rope with me. Screaming frog there. Hello. Screaming frog there is going to be our digital lasso. Google spreadsheet is going to be our data warehouse. And Lucas Studio here is going to be our efficient clerk. So let's go down to business. We're going to open Screaming Frog. Going to go to crawl config, select custom and custom link positions. And then we're going to find that. You've probably seen this within Screaming Frog. This is the semantic HTML tags where Screaming Frog is going to get our links. This is our froggy friend here saying, I got you, son. I'm going to get this motherfucking links for you. No matter where they hide in, I'm going to bring them to you. Nice and tidy. Awesome. Holy cow, how awesome is this, right? It's amazing. Well, not so fast, cowboy. There's more than meet the eye here. Because, and you can call me picky here, we want more. We want more. So you probably know that. This is, let's say, our blog page. And these are the semantic tag HTML, semantic HTML tags. This is the hand nav, what we have seen before. But we are very interested in getting the links from the main class here. Because, why? Because this main class, which is usually associated to a CSS class, is where all the information, the relevant internal links are, because they are surrounded by a good semantic field. They are within a good topical page, probably. So you might be asking then, well, how do we get them? Let's going to see that. Let's go back here. Then we're going to add a new row here. We're going to name it with an original and nice name like links from the blog. Sorry. And we're going to paste the class here. Important, we're going to move it up just a bit below the header, always below the header. And now I see your faces. Where the hell? He has got the class. Easy. From another previous scroll. That's a bit tricky, right? Okay, I know you might be somehow interested in coding as well. You might be some, SEO mavericks, I know you. And you can go to your code, click, inspect, and look for the code. Yeah, totally right. But it's quite easy, and it gives you all the information as well. So you get a previous scroll. You select a URL. You know that it has internal links. And you go exactly in links to the down part of Screaming Frog. Look for the link path column and search for the content link position. This is the X path. This is where you're going to get your class. In this case, post content. Here, a bit bigger. Again, this is the whole X path. We only need the post content, what's in quotes here, so in case you have the class. So what happens if we don't have a class? Well, if we don't have a class, it's likely this main tag has an ID. So we're going to do the same. We're going to get the ID from the X path. But in this case, we need the whole thing, right? Like this. Easy, simple as pie. So, time to export our links to our data warehouse, to Google Spreadsheets. No problem. We're going to get all the URLs. We're going to go to in links, here down, and just click export. And then, once, this will generate the CSV file, sorry. We're going to upload it to our Google Drive. And when we are in the spreadsheet, you want to clean up your sheet. Well, your sheet. I mean, you don't want, probably you don't want some of these links, so you can get rid of that. In this case, this is sitemap links. You don't want them, right? So next thing, you link this spreadsheet to the Google Looker Studio template I'm going to share later with you, and you're gonna find one pager. I've broken down here in 3 sections for you, and this is what we're going to find here. So in the first place, I mean, this is our efficient clerk data studio, Looker Studio. In the first place, you're going to see the focus URL drop-down selector. There's a link origin filter, so if you want to filter your origin URLs by folders, for example, and then another filter to narrow down by anchor text. Here you can see all those nice scorecards that are going to give you all the information from your internal links, where they come from, basically, from the blog, from the sidebar, from the content, from the head, from the whatever, right? Okay, and the second one is the internal links in detail. So that you're going to see the destination URL, well, the URL where the links come from, anchor text, and the position, and the number of links. Here we have the drop down for the link position you might want to explore. And this is the last part. This is a nice internal link stats that tells you where all the internal links are coming from and the percentage of them. Important, this is the anchor text we are using for all those internal links, the number of them, and the percentage over the total. Here in more detail, this is how it works. The drop down, you can search, by anything you want to search here. I recommend you work on one URL only, And once you have selected your URL, everything changes contextually. So you know for that URL, you have 33, in this case, links from the blog, and 600 from the navigation, whatever. This is when you want to start working around your internal link strategy. Again, we have filtered down by links from the blog, quite original. And from that specific URL, you can see all the URLs, internal URLs, sending internal links, and the anchor text, obviously the number of links. And last but not least, the internal link stats. Important. This is all the anchor text we are using for that URL. This is when you folks, you content cowboys, this is when you want to get creative. You want to leverage your internal link strategy. Sorry. If we have done our job well, this is how success looked like. So this is around 20 positions up in only 15 days. These were, if I remember well, this is only by placing 4 internal links. Amazing. And another one, this is 30 to 60 positions in only 15 days, only by changing anchor text and adding more internal links using this tool. All right? So, takeaway, look for a unique class within your blog site. If that's not possible, grab your down developer and get it to put it, right? Or if not possible, you create your own. If you have some knowledge about it, in WordPress it's quite easy. If not, just use the ID. Second takeaway, rename your new links position. Make it easy to remember. Make it quite identifiable. Make it original. Links from the blog is super original, you know? And always place it after the header. Otherwise, it won't work. And then connect to Looker Studio using this amazing template that I'm going to share with you. It saves you a lot of time. So this is the links to the Looker Studio and the spreadsheet, the test spreadsheet. If you want to take a shot to the screen, not to me. But it's going to be shared in the speaker deck. So, that's it, really. I think I hope it's going to be useful for you. And it's been a damn good ride. Thank you all very much.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.